I'm basically looking to see what has changed, how it has changed in the last 20 years. And
everything has changed really. They were 20 years ago they were perceived as horrible places to be where you threw your rubbish. So you can start from there, and it's now more select rubbish now.
why do you think things have changed?
It's just a general publicity. People have walked on it. People have, suddenly realised they've made the towpath nicer, so people have started walking down and then said to their friends, "Oh, nice little walk down there," etc., etc. Again, you were saying about more people, more residential places within the town, so the town canals have got more people wandering around them at night, whereas normally in the old days it used to be backed on like this. That's the factory there backing onto the canal, and that's how it was all the way down, because the canals were built for industry. Well, they're not industrial anymore now, they're leisure. So this is what you're looking at, that path going around there, the path all the way through here, things that have come in the last 20 years, because people have got, realised that the potential for having a nice quiet little walk down the canal.
Were there no paths before this?
No.
Are they all newly built?
Yeah, there were paths and streets and various bits and pieces. But the Ashton Canal, this canal, had a reputation for lots of vandalism and all kinds of things. And I was always told over the years that as soon as it gets developed, if you start walking up there and go through Media City, and you talk to people that have been there for 30 years, you cannot. What?
That way.
Media City, that way. Yeah. No, near the top. Is it?
You don't mean Media City, you mean the Etihad.
The Etihad, the sports city. You get people that lived here, been away and come back past 20 years. They're just flabbergasted at the amount of buildings there are, and it's opened up the canal. So the criminality has now got no place to hide, basically, because the police, that's right, the police can get at them. There's people walking around all the time. You can't really be a criminal if somebody's watching you. Advent of mobile phones and all that help a lot, but it's just opening it up, and it has worked. I was disbelieving at the time. This used to be a terrible canal for people to travel on. We had a terrible, terrible reputation.
And I've also heard a lot of people say it smells better now.
It does, yeah. Well, that's mainly because they were. This chemical firm wouldn't have thought twice 30 years ago of perhaps letting a bit of runoff go in the canal, whereas now they get severely punished. So it's all part of the same thing. The perception of the canals being horrible, so people come along and say we must clean them. The cleaning of it has stopped people letting things go in, so it's improved. Yeah. If you dredge, this is the problem with dredging now. If you start to dredge that, the old toxins are still in the bottom in some places, so you can't then take that to a tip. It's got to go to a special tip, so it's lots more money. So the cost of dredging has gone up because of it. So it's a double-edged sword, really. Yeah, I'll do one. Double-edged sword. You can't dredge because it costs too much to put away, because that kind of thing is keeping the environment nice and so on, but you can't get the environment nice because keeping the environment nice costs more money. Modern chocolate biscuit,
Well, that's why it's greener now, isn't it? Because there used to be a lot of air pollution down there as well. It used to be all this vegetation. Used to be a lot. You get all sorts coming from the chemical works here, and the power station down there, and the gas works.
So it's gotten even fresher because all those industries.
I think there was fishing even then, yeah. There's always been fishermen, haven't there?
They're always optimists, aren't they?
Yeah. I wonder if they ever catch anything. Just sit there.
And I was talking to people who live on narrow boats, and they say that there are things like sleeping bags and rugs and things like that that get stuck on the propellers.
Yeah.
Is there any way to clean that except by dredging?
Well, basically, yeah. It's usually been on the canal top. There's a cushion down there, as an example. So that's the kind of thing that will go in the canal and get around your propeller. So of course, if you get more people that are keeping the edge of the canal clean, there's less going in. Well, yeah, but where you've got rough sleeping, like in, say, Manchester Centre, where you've got rough sleepers, they're a lot nearer to the canal, so anything they leave behind goes in quite quickly. So no, there isn't any way of doing it really. the best way is to make sure you've got a weed hatch so you can get at it easy. But it is a perennial problem, isn't it? Getting your propeller clean.
And are there more people who have started living on the canals?
Lots and lots and lots more.
And is that because it's getting cleaner?
No, it's just 'cause it's a cheap way of living. It's a cheap way of living. I mean, there's enough around there. In London, I believe they're more in 3 and 4 abreast. There's just so many living down there. People, I believe, are buying boats down there and then renting them out to other people. Which,
All because it's a little cheaper.
because it's a lot cheaper than living in a house or a flat if you get somewhere. Cheap to buy. You don't pay any council tax. You don't pay any water rates. You just buy your gas by the bottle. Generate your own electricity.
With panels.
With panels, yeah, or for your engine, yeah.
What's your name?
James.
And Casey. And how are you associated with the canals? And
Well, we're on a course called the NCS National Citizenship Service, and we've been partnered with the Canal River Trust, so we're helping them out trying to raise awareness and achieve social cohesion.
and how many events have you done?
Events. This is our first one, so we volunteered to do this event, and hopefully we'll do many more from this.
Could you explain this event? What are you doing, and how would it actually create awareness?
Basically, we're just trying to raise awareness by doing a community day to get the families that live around here to come down and just socialise together, creating cohesion and yeah.
Alright. And how long have you been living around canals or somewhere around?
I live near a canal, so I go out, walk the dog, ride my bike on the canal.
So you use?
I suppose, I use a canal. I don't use this specific canal, but I use canals a lot, so I want to help out.
You guys are colouring in.
How did you guys get involved in this project? Like, how did you know about it?
Well, we're doing the NCS challenge, so it's a national citizen service.
Yeah.
So we've been given a partnership. So we've got the Canal River Trust. So we decided to do a.
And we came up with this
campaign,
campaign.
raise awareness.
Personally, why does it appeal to you keep the canals clean and things like that? Because it's something that I've noticed through my project. It's something that it's an older people thing, like it's people older than us. So it's very interesting for me to see,
Young people getting involved, like.
I think it's to make it safer as well, because a lot of people pass by and it doesn't seem very safe, like mainly at night and stuff.
Yeah, so we want to make it so it's attractive
And more appealing for our age.
Yeah.
More appealing to our age. And get
So it's attractive to everyone.
Right.
Everyone would want to come down and
It's nice for picnics and stuff, just like.
Yes. Are you one of the volunteers?
No, we're passers-by, my children, and I have happened upon this happy group and been enticed by colouring in and face painting and cake and sweeties and good conversation and helping young people. So no, we're happy. We've been on a bike ride for an hour and a half today up the canal. I love it. Is that the slime river monster right there?
Yeah, he's called Dirty.
Dirty, yeah. It's great. Dirty, the slime river monster.
Since you bike around the canals, do you think it's necessary, whatever these people are doing, it's important and it's making some progress in it?
I want there to be fences, because it's really scary when you're just cycling and there's no thing to stop you from falling in.
That's a good point, actually.
So I think it's great what these guys are doing. As you cycle along the towpaths, you realize actually there's quite a bit of natural beauty and a lot of potential that looks sort of slightly downtrodden, might feel a little bit unsafe, and actually to try to campaign for making it better, I think there's probably a huge economic potential as well as sort of social and cultural potential in the canals that these guys are doing a good job to raise awareness of.
Have you noticed the canals getting any cleaner since, you know?
I think so. We moved to Manchester about 15 years ago, and our first few days we stayed up here, sort of in the northern quarter type area, and it was pretty grim, to be honest. Pretty grim, and I would say, yeah, I would say the feeling of safety has improved. Bit of a long way to go.
It's a bit smelly whenever you go onto the bridges.
Yeah, there's a few bits that aren't so pleasant, but I would say on balance the water does look cleaner. There's less litter, less sort of crazy overgrown yuckiness.
Surely in the canal. Yeah, it was more like a buggy, not one. And then someone's just thrown it in the canal.
Yeah.